sunk like a brick. Do not buy floating pliers sink. Here's a 1-star review that says, hate it. My guy's been skipping leg day. That's what it is. It literally says floating pliers. That's a lie. It's not the best walking frog.
Yeah.
That's really like that would, oh my God. Holy shit. Damn. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I am standing right in front of the Bass Pro Shops outside of Birmingham, Alabama. We are here today to buy all of the worst rated fishing gear in the store today. Once we have all of our fishing gear assembled, we are going to head to a fully stocked trophy bass pond at our Airbnb. We've done this with the worst rated fishing gear at Walmart. We've done it at Academy. But it was time to step it up to the big boys and do it at Bass Pro. If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Let's get inside. It's no secret, Bass Pro Shops is a magical place. I mean, I could spend hours in here looking at all the different stuff, and I have spent hours in Bass Pro Shops before, but even Bass Pro Shops is not immune to having products that are poorly reviewed. The first item on our little hunt, coincidentally, is the Lunker Hunt Finesse Worm Jig. I guess it's a jig head with a worm on it. Boom, that's what she looks like right there in the old packaging. Pretty simple, it looks like a Ned rig to me. Just like a pre-rigged little finesse head right there. I mean, what could be so bad about this?
Beats me. It looks like a little mini lunker log to me.
This thing looks like it would get eaten all day long, but not so fast, because according to the online Bass Pro Shops website, it has an average 2.5 stars out of 5. That's pretty low, especially for a soft plastic. Let's let the reviews do the talking for us. Here we go. Great worm, bad hook. Watermelon red is awesome to get big bass, but the hooks bend out when you get a strike. Oh no, lost 2 big ones on these hooks. No good, dang it. You even put a picture of the hook bent out. That's not good. We've said this in past videos, but you never like to hear negative reviews about the terminal tackle, like the hook itself. That's not good. Next review, we just have, little too small. If I had $1 for every time I've heard that. I would definitely just recommend a normal Senko or Lunker Log Texas rig because they catch 10 times more fish. So apparently old Fisher 1342, a little bit of a size queen. So those were the only reviews that I could find on these little bad boys, but I think these things are better than 2.5 stars. Let's find out, shall we? Next up is going to be the Lunker Hunt Combat Frog, which I think is this bad boy right here. Kind of an odd looking topwater frog, but that's kind of always been Lunker Hunt style. They never look like the conventional topwaters that you see. Well, I think they work, right?
I think so, yeah.
Generally, not so fast, Andrew, because according to BassProShops.com, it has an average 2 stars out of 5 review.
That's pretty bad.
That's not great. I have to know more. Here we go, here's a 1-star review that says, buyer beware. I bought this yesterday at Cabela's. First cast, the leg snapped off. Come on, Combat Frog, really? I know what it is. My guy's been skipping leg day. That's what it is.
Definitely.
Okay, here's a 1-star review, but it says bass love it. I have purchased many of these frogs as the bass love them, but for a $10 frog, they should perform the way it says they do on the package, meaning they should float, but instead they sink fast. I won't be buying any more of these frogs, even though I have caught some of my biggest bass on them. So, durability is essentially an issue here. Sounds like it. Don't kill the messenger. Here's a 1-star review. Just says, garbage. Really heavy for a hollow body frog, which means it doesn't sit on the water the way others do. Fills up with water to the point where I had to empty it out every other cast. I hate it when that happens. Long story short, he says something about it being weedless, but that he likes weed or something like that. I don't know. But who knows? Those people could be wrong. I'm willing to give the old Combat Frog another try. All right, next up, we've got a Berkley Power Blade single Colorado spinnerbait. Boom, there she is. That's the old Power Blade right there. You know, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever thrown a Berkley spinnerbait.
No kidding.
At all, ever.
Wow, first time for everything.
I'm one of those people, I find it hard to believe that like one type of spinnerbait's like a lot better than another, because it's just a wire with a blade and a jig head on it and a skirt. But this thing has an average of 3.3 out of 5 stars, so not exactly bad, but that was the worst reviewed spinnerbait that I saw in the entire store. Let's see why. Okay, there's not a lot of reviews here. There's no written reviews. This was the one that's gonna be left open-ended for now. So there was 1 5-star review, 1 4-star review, and 1 1-star review. So, I don't know. We're gonna get to the bottom of that though. Next up, we have the Cream pre-rigged 6-inch curl tail lizard, which is always a fan favorite, even though it's just an absurd looking rig. Okay, I got a few different options here, but this one looks the closest to the picture. There you have it. I mean, it's got like the multiple hooks. It's already got like the wire rig, the beads and everything. I think there's even like a blade in there or something. It's an absurd looking rig, if we're being honest. I mean, it's a lizard, it's got a chartreuse tail. I think it could work. The thing is, why does this need to exist? That's really the question that I might throw out there to whoever made this. But the good people of BassProShops.com agree with me. This thing has an average 3.1 stars out of 5. Here's a 1-star review that says, not worth it. This totally fell to pieces just after a couple casts. Come on, Cream, fell to pieces? Here we go. 3-star review that says, well, I don't know what to say. Well, on my first few casts with this lure, I caught a bass on it, but the thing is, the bass escaped with the entire lizard, leaving me with the spinning part, which fell off too afterwards. This guy had a bad day.
Yes, he did.
I would normally say this catches fish pretty well, but I wouldn't guarantee that the thing will be there when you reel it in. That's generally a problem when you're fishing. Here's a 1-star review that says, hate it! In fact, he was screaming for so long that he accidentally hit a 1 in there, but then he got back to screaming. One of the worst products out there, doesn't catch fish, and when you retrieve it, it comes in a circle. Bad hooks and all around bad product. So it's safe to say that this thing's not getting a whole lot of love out there. I'm gonna get a couple different color options for that, just in case we need to switch it up on them. I mean, look, I think it's a little pointless to have 2 hooks on this rig, but I don't think it's worth yelling with 19 exclamation points. All right, moving on from lures now. We don't just limit this to lures. We got some Bass Pro Shops floating pliers here, or so they say. This thing has an average 1.7 star review out of 5. And I take it that it has something to do with the fact that they claim to be floating pliers. There's actually 37 1-star reviews, and we don't have time to read them all. I'm just gonna read some of the subject lines for these 1-star reviews. Sunk like a brick. Do not buy. Floating pliers sink. They don't float. Save your money. And yeah, there goes on to be literally dozens of 1-star reviews claiming that these things are just pure junk. I personally have to find out if these things float or not, because if these Bass Pro Shops floating pliers don't float, that's
false advertisement.
That's false advertisement, and it's a journalistic breakthrough, because we're gonna call them out on the BS today. So we're gonna get to the bottom of this once and for all. We've moved on from baits and accessories to the good stuff, the rod and reel combos. And right above where we were just standing is combo number 1. This right here is the old Abu Garcia Ike Dude spin cast combo. I'm guessing it has something to do with Mike Iaconelli. Well, we certainly love Mike Iaconelli, but the people are saying they're not a big fan of this combo. This thing has an average of 2.3 out of 5-star reviews, and there's actually 35 reviews, so there's enough of a sample size there to judge it. Here's a 1-star review that says, don't waste your time with this combo. I like Abu Garcia. Thought this would be a fun little setup to take to the lake and use for panfish. Ha! Wrong. The reel is horrible. After 20 casts, the reel stopped working. The pin was gone. Don't know what that means. Better off going with a Zebco for quality. Damn! That was a little bit of a shot, I feel like.
Pretty low,
right
dude.
there at the end. Here's a 1-star review that says, terrible quality. Purchased for my son's birthday. What a mistake. After giving it to him, we found out the reel is trash. It won't reel in, the button doesn't work, the line brake doesn't adjust. Not good. Another 1-star review. New spin cast, but did not last longer. Grammar, folks, grammar. I bought this combo, I used it during the summer, but the push button on the spin reel stopped working, and now it's loose. Here's another 1-star review. It says, reel stopped working after a few uses. Purchased for my son since he liked the catchy logo and appearance. Haha, Jimmy, lesson learned. And I even steered him away from some other similar models. What a waste. What about Timmy, dude? What about poor Timmy for his birthday? He liked the logo and he learned a valuable lesson. Don't buy something just for the logo. Okay, well there's many more reviews than that, but I don't want this to turn into a Mike Iaconelli slam fest because I got no beef with that man. But we're gonna get to the bottom of this thing. It's only $44.99, so my expectations are not crazy high. I bet you we can catch a fish with this though. All right, the next combo we got right here is a Bass Pro Shops Extreme Spinning Combo. It has an average of 3.2 stars out of 5 on the review scale. The only issue is they're currently out of the spinning version of that combo, but what they do have is the bait caster version. Look at that, man. It's actually really good looking.
That looks pretty slick.
Like, it's a very slick looking combo. I'm a big bait caster guy anyways. If I could only pick bait caster or spinning gear for the rest of my life, I'd have to go bait casting gear. This thing right here has been reviewed some good, some bad. Here's a 1-star review right here that says, very disappointed. Very disappointed in the castability of the rod. I switched out reels and still did not cast like I thought it should. So this guy had a problem with the rod as far as casting distance. Here's a 1-star review. I received a broken pole. The fishing pole was broken into 4 pieces. I will be calling for a replacement. Kind of sounds like a shipping issue.
Yep.
Might not be the manufacturer's fault on that one. Here's a 1-star review that says, rod tip broke, light usage. My rod tip broke with only a couple months of light use, very poor quality. Last one that I see is a 1-star review that says it broke in a month. I bought this combo about a month ago and the tip of the rod broke when I got snagged on some cover. Well, Gabe, don't freak out when you get snagged on cover. I mean, that's what I do, but you know. This thing doesn't seem that flimsy.
No.
It seems pretty decent, you know?
Seems like a normal bass rod.
Now it is $149, which is a pretty penny for a combo like this, but I'm not gonna go by the reviews. I'm gonna let this thing do the talking for itself. Now we got 2 combos, a bunch of different baits, even some floating pliers. The only thing we're really missing is a vessel of some sort. You wanna go look at some boats?
Ah, dude, all for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Let's go get a boat. Well, you guys just thought we're gonna be rolling around the pond on the bank? What, in a kayak? No. We're in that Nitro, son. That Nitro Z21. It's got that 250 mark on the back of it. Now that we have all of the worst reviewed essential items for today's video, let's head to the Airbnb, let's head to the Loaded Trophy Bass Pond, and let's just see how bad or how good all this stuff really is. See you guys there. I gotta be honest with you, upon first feeling it, like everything taken off of it, doesn't feel that great. It's a little top heavy. It's a little like nose heavy, you know? I don't know. The butt end, this seems a little short for me. This bad boy's already got some line on it. Thanks, Ike. If I ever made a signature combo, I vow to go ahead and put line on it. Although this line feels like it's about 2 pounds. We are standing very near Lake Gunnersville, Alabama right now. So you gotta understand, we are in the land of the giant bass right now. So this light line might be a problem. Oh gosh, that's so light. Oh, yikes. Why not put the spinnerbait on the old spin cast combo? Why not? Gonna be fishing this really juicy little pond sitting behind our Airbnb. And it looks nice. Really grassy around the edge. A lot of overhanging trees. Some screaming children. Boom. Rig number 1. Ready to go. Might need a little bit more drag than we currently have, which is none. Oh wow, I don't think this thing has any drag to give. Okay, the push button works at least. Oh yeah, that line's probably gonna just break immediately. I think we need to get to the bottom of this right now. All right, $10 right now. Does this thing float or not?
I'm gonna go with the reviews. It kind of looks like it wouldn't float.
But why would you make a product that you claim floats and then it not float? Okay, it feels really light. It feels like it should float.
It feels like it should float.
All right, it's a moment of truth right here. This thing better float. They totally sink. What? How though? It literally says floating pliers. That's a lie. It didn't even like try to float.
Try to float?
No.
Come on, Bass Bro. You better.
That's hilarious, dude. You're right. There was too many reviews that said it didn't float
Every one of them.
for them all to be like idiots. Wow. Well, let it be known. But we're not even to the end of the video, and that one already gets just a 1-star review right there, because I'm sure it's like a normal set of pliers. Like it probably works as a set of pliers, but the fact that it doesn't float, I'm sorry. You can't have any more than 1 star for me. And on this combo, because I got the frog on a normal combo, I want to be true to the challenge with this combo and use the old Lunker Hunt finesse worm that supposedly is not that good. I just saw a bass over here and I want to throw this little Lunker Hunt Ned Rig worm at him. Oh yeah, oh dude, there's a couple bass right there. They're just like kind of hanging out. Okay, well let me just get this reel kind of set up really quick because I'm seeing a lot of fishies. I'm just gonna kind of set my tension, you know, medium, set my brakes kind of medium. Set my drag. Might want to set my drag. See how like a flip does. Okay, that's a perfectly acceptable flip, I'd say. I could definitely hook one here, so if you want to like get some kind of some perspective, this would be a cool time to do that. Whoa! No way! He crushed it.
Oh, dude.
I was just seeing a bunch of bass like swim around out there. The old Lunker Hunt. Oh, it popped right out too.
Wow.
Look at that. Popped right out. The hook held, man. The hook held. Stud right there. It's nice to make 2 flips into a body of water and get bit. That's pretty stinking cool. Dude, he murdered my little rig right there. Mr. Aggressive. I like it. Let's get this guy back. There's more. I mean, there's a little bass right there. There's a bunch more bass down there. I don't know about you, but when I see drains, that's where I go fish.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Every time.
There's just something about being near those drains. That's where the fish are too. This is an interesting little location we got going on right now. We got a pretty active highway system, but we're in like a super rural location. Well, the old combo did pretty good. I mean, it didn't have to do much. We haven't even made like a full cast yet. We've just been kind of flipping it out like that, but seems to be handling that pretty fine. That's only a 1/4 ounce little jig head, so pretty light lure. All right, let's like try to open this thing up, make it like a long cast out here. Okay, not terrible. I can definitely loosen up those brakes a little bit. This pond looks like it's not like this super shallow, stagnant, grassy pond too, which is what I was worried about. I have some inside intel. I know a couple of gentlemen who have been to this pond and actually fished it and caught big fish. And those gentlemen are fishing with Yak Pack and it's Treyway. Those gentlemen have pulled some big bass out of here, so see if I can be more like them. All right, I loosened the brakes a little bit, adjusted the tension. Let's try a even further cast, maybe. Okay, it's really not doing bad. I mean, honestly. Now, $150, is it worth it? You know, you start asking those questions, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'm ready to say yes or no. It damn sure looks good, feels good, but not sure about the old reel yet. Need to make a few more casts. We need to throw some different baits now, I think.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Ned Rig, you did your job. Now it's time for the old cream double rig to tap in. I mean, that thing is just, it's just wild looking, I'm sorry. Wow, look at that monstrosity right there. I mean, there's like double weed guards on both hooks somehow. I mean, this thing, it should be weedless, but there's no way it's gonna be. And you got the blades up front, the little spinning blade right there. Totally unnecessary. 4 beads. Got the wire system. That is just one hell of a bait right there. Oh, yes, sir. We can cast that. We can cast that now. So this has kind of got a little bit of a Carolina rig feel to it right now, almost. Which, that's the time of year for it. This is when you would do this type of technique. Just a little bit of a sideways drag. Let it rest. Slowly dragging. I've been getting this thing kind of dialed in. Definitely able to cast this rig as far as I've ever been able to cast anything so far. That's a 3/8 ounce tungsten on there, but still I'm getting some pretty good casting distance. And more importantly, I have not thrown a bird's nest yet. And that's always nice. The rod feels pretty good. It's evenly matched with the reel. They definitely seem like they're paired well together. I just don't like how short the butt is. The handle, the bottom. If you're a kayak angler, it's really, really nice, but it is very short. That's really my only complaint so far. Let's try this little frog out. The old combat frog with the bad legs. Oh yeah. Now, I'm not sure if I've ever even used the combat frog or what the difference is between that and their normal frog. So you guys let me know in the comment section, but it looks pretty standard so far. Let's see, do a water check here. First cast. No water made it in yet. Let's try to walk this thing a little bit. Let's try to walk it. It's not the best walking frog. It kind of submerges a little bit when you try to go fast, and that's definitely not what I look for, but not to say that wouldn't work or couldn't work. Just send old froggy way out there. Now see, I'm noticing on like a bomb cast like this, look how low it is in the water. Like it's barely even floating anymore. Because
It's not even floating anymore.
yeah. So I think I've popped it like so many times that it's starting to take on water in the middle of the cast. Like that's just not cool with me, you know? That should take many casts for my frog to get full of water. That should not happen on the same cast. I'm sorry. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Freddy the frog might be living underneath this tree from now on. May have to say goodbye to old Freddy the frog. Dang it. That is a sad end to a sad frog. This is the dock that old Yak and Trey were standing on when they were holding their big bass, so I don't know. Bluegill all over it. Well, that combo just exploded. Did I just spool myself?
Oh no, dude.
Dude, what just happened? No, I was really liking this combo too. Dang it, Ike. Dude. Gosh darn it. All right, it is the next morning. Andrew's sitting there contemplating life, looking at the pond, and I'm about to catch a bass. What about the spinnerbait? On the new combo. Let's see what that spinnerbait, see if I can show you guys. I mean, the thing looks fine. It looks completely fine. Look at that nice little wobble that it has. Feels great, the vibration that it gives off. I can actually feel that sensitivity a lot better on this combo now. Whoa, yeah, I can cast that spinnerbait okay. I'm just now realizing I never really even talked about the rod itself, but it's a 7-foot medium heavy fast action rod. And the reel is, you know, one of those super high speed extreme jobs. 7.5 to 1 gear ratio, all that good stuff. My, no chance. I watched that happen right there. I thought it was a super aggressive bluegill at first. It was this tiny fish that was chasing down the spinnerbait, the Berkeley spinnerbait.
Dude.
Look at my guy.
I love it.
He's so eager. Wow, what was he thinking? There you go, right there. What a lunker. Beautiful little fish. Perfect little aquarium sized bass. It's just so much fun catching these. I'm sorry. All right, let's let our little friend go here. Easy, Andrew, watch yourself.
I know, it is steep.
See you, bud. I'm just like retrieving it in, you know, paralleling this bank. And then right at the end of the cast, we've all been there before, right at the end of your cast with a spinnerbait, you're watching it come through the water, and all of a sudden a little fish emerges, you know, out from underneath something, but it's clearly a little fish. So you just sit there and let it attack your lure. And that's exactly what I did, and it was that bass right there. So I'm noticing some really aggressive, pretty good sized bluegill down here. So I got this little spin cast combo right here with the light line. Got a small little brim hook right here. I've got a backup lizard right here, the little cream double rig. What if we took a little piece of this thing? What if we just took like a piece of the chartreuse tail like that? I probably should have actually taken a different piece that had some more meat on it that I could thread through, but wow, that's pretty crude looking, but I don't know, what do you think? Would you eat that?
Depends on how hungry I was.
Okay, I see these bluegill. Just gonna make a little kind of just a test cast out there. Ooh, wow, that's right on top of their heads. Not what I meant to do. Probably the worst initial cast that I could have made. Oh, there's a bluegill. He's super fired up. And I missed him by 20 yards. I'm right next to him. Oh, he's looking at me. Oh, he's looking at it. God, that bluegill perked up a little bit. Okay. Okay. We got some reaction there. Oh, that's good too, because he's the one that I'm seeing is like really fired up. Oh, he's looking at it. Go, oh, he's trying to eat it. He's trying to eat it. Dude, he's literally trying to eat it right now. He's picking at it. Oh my gosh, he's still trying. He's trying to eat it. Oh my gosh. Never been this into a bluegill fish catch before. Got him. Got him. Get him in there.
Let's go, dude.
Finally, we have been working on these fish so hard. God. Dude, on the combo, on the Ike right there, the dude. All right, now take it easy, Jimmy. Check that out. Look at how my guy ate that jig. We were sitting here wondering if this hook was too big. Clearly not. Boom, look at that. That's what we've been trying to get on this whole time. There's a bunch of them down there like this. Really nice size bluegill. Heck yeah. I suffered for this fish right here, guys. I don't know how much we left in the video, but I suffered for that beauty right there. Let's let him go. Let him go, let him grow. See you later, buddy. Go right back to your spawning activities. Seems like there's a little bit of a bluegill spawn going on right now. We got a ton of the little crater beds. You know what it looks like. It looks like the surface of the moon. You know, you got a million little craters and all those little brim just guarding those individual holes. Super territorial, chasing each other off of the beds, and finally got one to commit. It's the same thing we've been missing, you know?
Yeah.
That's really like, that would, oh my God. Holy shit. Damn. That's the edge of the freaking tree. Hey, what road is this?
We're at Sweet Springs Tiny Home.
Yeah. Hey, we got an accident outside of, what is this, Sweet Creek? Sweet Springs Tiny Homes?
Yeah.
Holy moly. We watched that truck, that SUV, lose control, drive off the road, and then smack a tree head on squarely. Me and Andrew took off running. I didn't know what else to do. I just thought it was going to be really serious. You know, when I saw that impact, I was thinking, man, somebody's going to be hurt. So we come running over here. We were like one of the first people to respond. I called 911. The service is so bad out here that I was trying to like stay close enough to the building to have Wi-Fi while also staying close to the scene to be able to answer questions. We think that gentleman is okay. You know, we've got ambulances on the way. We've got medical personnel coming. He was like alert and awake. You know, he seemed like he was okay. So shout out to that guy. Hopefully he's feeling okay and he's back on his feet and he's fully recovered. We were gonna continue to fish and continue on with this video, but that kind of took the wind out of us, or at least it did me. I mean, seeing that happen, witnessing it happen, and the adrenaline rush and then dump. I don't know if I have any more fishing challenge left in me. As far as all of that worst rated gear from Bass Pro Shops, this combo right here was honestly fine. I mean, the line on it kind of sucked, but I mean, it caught fish, caught that nice bluegill. It worked just fine for its purpose. It's only $44. That's a win right there. The other combo was that $149 bait casting Bass Pro Shops combo, which looks the part. I would say this thing casts very okay, like above average. I don't want to go any further than that because that's just not being truthful. But if we keep price point in mind, this thing was $149. It's a bait casting combo. We slapped some 15-pound line on there, and it took us until day 2 of fishing to throw a backlash. So that's pretty good. As far as baits went, we caught fish on that little Nico worm. We caught a fish on the spinnerbait, the Berkley spinnerbait, which was completely fine. The combat frog never got touched, but I swear that thing actually looked better than I thought it was going to. That one was actually one of the surprising lures for me. And we didn't get to test the durability of the legs because we didn't catch a fish with it. I didn't catch a fish on the actual double-rigged cream lizard, but I used a piece of that cream lizard's body on that little crappie jig to catch the bluegill, so we kind of used it. But I would honestly say that's probably my worst reviewed item out of all the things we bought in today's video. That cream double rigged lizard continues to just boggle my mind every time I look at it. I just don't know why it exists or why it needs to exist. These things right here might be the biggest scam out there in the world today. I mean, I'm just saying, these floating pliers did not float. You guys saw it. I mean, that's pretty bad right there. That was actually the worst item that I bought, in fact. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button. Make sure you get in the comment section. Let us know if you want to see these videos some more at some different locations, because there's still some stores out there that have not faced the worst rated reviewed wrath that I had to give. I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.